Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Debbie J. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Warpath, welcome, welcome, welcome. I do not know if Mr. Pork is going to join us tonight. He said he would, but sometimes he falls asleep and he misses it. So you never know. And he got a little I told him what it's going to be about. Maybe he got tired of he didn't want to get subject to what's in our food. So we've got to give a thank you to Warpath for helping us and being here and helping us through.
Huh, I should have
Now,
used that excuse.
what
I was
Warpath?
asleep. I
What
should have
Warpath?
used it. I said I should have used that excuse. I fell asleep.
Yeah, you could have. You could have. I have a poll up there, everybody. Do you look at labels on the can and wait for me,
Yeah,
damn
I
it.
was awake
Welcome,
again.
welcome, Debbie J. Hello, girl. Hello, girl. I've got a poll tonight. Do you look at labels when you go food shopping? I
No,
usually don't. I'm
nothing to
starting
do.
to. Tonight, you guys, is going to be, I put a trigger warning in. If I did, I would be in the store all day. I know, Debbie J. I know. I
Oh,
know.
Debbie, I love you. I just want to say
And for
that.
and for people who have a busy schedule, you've only got minutes to run in, grab, and run out. And I do look for how much sugar something has.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
for
I'm flirting, Debbie.
I'm going to expose the sugars tonight. I am, thanks to a good friend, has helped me down this rabbit hole because the only one I don't care to read is Blue Bunny. Oh, girl, that Saturday night, girl, I'm going to crush your heart.
Uh,
I'm going to make you cry, and I'm sorry about that. But you did ask me to research it, and I did.
uh-huh.
But I can show it tonight and Saturday night if we have new people. If you want to, Debbie, so you can cry tonight.
No,
Oh, you love your Blue Bunny.
I love
Oh,
it.
Blue Bell, Blue Bell. Okay, yeah. You know, Blue Bell is good till you find out what's in it. I
How?
I I know you do. I know you do.
I don't
And
have.
who is going to hold?
What are we holding?
I don't know what we're holding.
Your husband when you're crying.
My ice cream stuff, if it's stuff is in it. Damn it. Let's say I wouldn't put ice cream in the label. Oh, yeah, in your hand. Right, 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 Debbie. Um, I wouldn't use ice cream for blue. I would put maybe like I have rabbits. Do you hear that, Warpath? Do you hear the dogs?
No.
The the rabbits are teasing them.
Well, tell them to
But
leave the bees alone.
I know. But I wouldn't put ice cream in Blue Bunny very much. I would put I know our Bluebell. I wouldn't use the word ice cream. I would probably use maybe ice cream. No, I don't know what flavor you like. Let's say you like vanilla. I know I don't like Blue Bunny either, but Bluebell, no, Bluebell is it's not up there for ice cream. You got to have 10% of ice cream to call it ice cream. And what they have in it is not 10%. And that's a little amount. Um, I know. Let's just say, be prepared to cry. Be prepared to cry. Well, tonight's going to be, thanks to a good friend of ours, helped me go through this rabbit hole. It is so many curves and so many exits to go. You go one way and you go deeper down the rabbit hole. You go the other way and it's a whole new, you know, issues. And there's no, I mean, I'm just like, what the F? And it's not only foods, guys. And thanks to my friend that helped me research this, um, that's why I'm on tonight, because you guys need to know what's in there. And the Fair Use Act is for educational purposes. And we're talking about it. And I think everybody needs to know. And I am so focused on tonight, and you guys got to know this, that I was working all night on this and for Saturday. And I worked today on this, and you see a couple shorts came up or videos came up. I was going to play it tonight, and then I'm thinking, no, give you guys a little, see what I'm running into. So you guys have a little idea what's out there. Warpath, did you see the McDonald ones
The McDonald ones? Yeah.
on the video that I put out?
Oh, no. Uh-uh.
They are bringing back the pies.
Oh, they are?
Guess what they put in the pie flour?
Oh, I never
Duck
buy them anyways.
duck feathers.
Why?
I can play it tonight. It's I don't know everything they put. Yeah, everything
It
in
don't
there.
even make
It
sense.
no, it don't. And that peanut butter one I had the video on for my video today, they put so much lubricant, and that sounds wrong, and I don't mean it, to keep the machinery going so it don't the peanut butter don't clog the machines. But guess what it does? It clogs your arteries and it hurts your heart.
Imagine that. Oh, and
Yeah, big
I do want to say that our very good friend, we didn't know if they wanted to be uh what do I
mentioned.
want to say mentioned, so that's why we're just saying our good friend
Yes, yes,
sent her down this rabbit hole.
yes. We don't want people to pick on her. We don't want people to gang up on her. We just, if she wants to be known, then we will introduce our,
Hmm. But she brought it to Kimmy's attention.
she's a very good
She's
digger.
a sweetheart. Yeah,
Yes, she
she
is.
is.
And we,
She's good.
oh,
Very good.
yeah, very, very good. All right, let's go past the Fair Use Act
Oh,
and let's start. Oh, I got new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for subscribing. And if you catch this later on, welcome to the crazy train. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And this circus here, I have dogs barking. I have. Di- oh, well, okay, Debbie J.
I don't hear the dogs.
Well, no, they're quiet down. The rabbits ran away when they barked. They're the troll of the around the place. No rabbits come near the camper. But yes, d- hats off to you, Debbie. You're finding things that it took me a week to find. Well, good. They're laying down and they're relaxing. The rabbits ran away. The rabbits ran away. And they were barking last time too. It's just like, I want to go, Hunter, get the dogs. Get them out so I can finish this. All right. Are you ready to go down this rabbit hole?
Not really.
Mm,
You asked.
yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's what happens when I ask. Okay. Da, da, dun, 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 dun,
Debbie
dun.
says yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Good, good, good. I'm glad you can hear. Okay, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Now I'm going to be behind the scenes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. The government took seeds out.
The government took seeds out of grapes, bananas, oranges, watermelons, and cucumbers, and nobody is talking about it. Let's just pretend to ignore the real reason they're doing this. Because when fruits lose their seeds, they can no longer reproduce naturally. Most seedless fruits today are cloned hybrids designed for convenience, shelf life, and mass production. But here's what's interesting. Seeds naturally contain compounds, minerals, and nutrients that many people used to eat regularly without even thinking about it. Seedless fruits slowly took over grocery stores because they were easier to sell to consumers. The government took seeds out of grapes, bananas.
So, it's a thought. How can you, oh, how can you buy seedless fruits and vegetables? They have to have seeds to reproduce. So, are the seedless ones are being tampered with that creates no seeds and then they're going to slowly make it from a lab? And tell me where to look. Where to look? There's no labels on the fruits and vegetables. What's all in it? You think what you see is what you get. No, because the apples are not right. And Saturday, I will show you this guy put strawberries down. Ants were everywhere, but not one ant touched the strawberries. Not one ant.
Wow.
Can you hear me, Warpath?
Yes.
Now, I don't know about ants, but anytime you have food out there, fruits, even dog, they're all in it. They're all in it. And this is what we are putting in our bodies. This is what the kids, the grandkids, elderly people that are dealing with diabetes, people with heart problems. Ants don't like fake sugar. Right. And Debbie J, I'm wondering if they are putting chemicals in it to make it taste sweet. And do you, they have to be making the strawberries to put in the fake sugar. So that's a scary, scary thought. And I'm not sure. I have to research more to find out where we have to find out, because there are bananas that are acting weird. That is not, I mean, 20 years ago, back then, and a banana, I had a banana and it bent. It bent like rubber, and it didn't get brown for a long time. So I don't think those bananas were real. Um, Warpath, maybe that's why Princess didn't like the banana. Maybe it was a fake banana.
Well, that could be. The copper loved them.
Well, that was back at the time, probably before they were doing labs.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's probably real bananas.
Of course, I got some not too long ago for Chucky, and I forgot, and they turned bad in
Well,
a
I'm glad.
couple of days.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, dogs know they do. And horses, they're saying horses are not eating apples. One guy threw out apples and fruits for the horses.
Wow.
Not one horse ate it.
Mm,
And I grew up with horses, and so did you,
yeah.
Warpath.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have not I have not ever known a horse refusing an apple,
Nope.
but they are now. Animals know. They really, really do.
I
And
agree,
I
Debbie.
deers will not eat it either. Right, Debbie J? But yet they think it's healthy for us to eat it, right? Mm-hmm. And like, if you enjoy me going down this very deep rabbit hole, different turns and curves and different areas to go, I can do one a week. If you want to,
I agree,
it,
Debbie.
they want us sick or D. Yeah, I agree. I think they want to weed out the elderly, the disabled.
Yes.
Um, I don't know. It's but you, I know we're Christians here, and I know if you pray over food and bless it with the Lord Jesus Christ, He will protect you. But I do not want to tempt, keep all right, God, I'm gonna try this lab meat, you'll protect me. You know what I mean? Don't test him. He gave us a brain for a reason. All right, so that's the first one I want you guys to see. I couldn't believe, I never thought. I seen seeds that we can grow seedless fruit like watermelons. But are those seeds really real, or did they lab them? They had to splice something in and change it to make it seedless. And I was eating an orange this morning, and they usually have seeds. These didn't. I'm like, where's the seeds? And I feel that they need to put a label on the fruit and vegetables if it's lab grown. And guess where the lab is, Warpath and Debbie J? You would never believe it.
Where?
The Middle East.
Oh, Yeah.
Yeah,
Figures.
where the war is. But we're fine taking their lab grown BS.
Hmm.
Hungary and a few other countries is refusing it.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no labels on fruit. They need to. I think we need to start. We need to start calling our congressmen and saying, "Oh, heck no!
I agree.
You're feeding this est shit to us. Bring it to them and say, now eat it. I want you to eat it." And guys, remember me trying that McDonald's hamburger, that big arch? That wasn't real
Yeah.
meat.
No.
I've never tasted meat like that in my life.
Which I'm like Debbie. I don't eat the. I haven't in years.
Well, if it's in McDonald's, where else is it in? And they don't put labels on fast order foods. You don't see labels of what the
No.
meat is. We assume it's real beef because they say Angus beef, but you don't see it say Angus cell, that we put hormones and antibiotics in there and whatever to make it grow. Oh, my throat started to tickle. Sorry. We're supposed to take their word for it that it's 100% Angus real meat, or there's a plant style, you know, for vegans. And I've always wondered, do they have two grills, one for the vegans and one for the real meat? Supposedly real meat.
Probably not.
So they're grilling, yeah, no. So they're grilling somebody's vegan hamburger right after the double cheeseburger that they just put out. Hmm. When they say have it your way, that's a lie. And you're going to notice there's going to be a lot of people lying, like the government, big pharma, big corporations. They'll say Kentucky Fried Chicken and Taco Bell is not using fake meat. Then, then you see the proof saying Taco Bell and Kentucky Fried Chicken is number one's giving money for the fake meat. Oh, have you ever had a
Do
tickle
you
in
have,
your throat?
do you have a drink?
Yeah, not the guy. Yeah, I'm fine.
Or do I
I
need to
just got
yell
a
at
tickle in
Hunter?
my throat.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. If you see me mute, start talking. That's mean
Oh,
I'm coughing my trying to
great.
get that tick. Yeah, I ate a McDonald's pie. I got a feather in my throat.
You can fly now.
That wasn't funny, was it?
I said you can fly now.
Yeah, I can fly. We got one yes and two no's. All right, all right, all right, all right. Do you like the polls? If you like the polls,
Oh,
we can do more polls. I was just wondering how many people really stop and take the time to read it because I never have. And when I found out that Campbell's soup was
I'm gonna get.
bioengineered, I was looking at all their soups and I can't stand long. So I was in that little electrical chair and I was reading the soups right and left, and they're all bioengineered. And then remember when Campbell's said they do a 3D chicken for the Campbells because it's just as poor people only buy Campbell's. And then
Yeah.
Campbell's said, no, no, he didn't say that. No, no. How many
Yeah.
times do they think we're dumb? If they keep
Evidently.
repeating, no, 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 he didn't say it. No, no, no. That after the 10th no,
Who
we're going to go,
said
well,
it?
he must be telling the truth because he said it 10 times.
Uh huh.
But they have it on recording.
Yeah.
Recording. But
We heard
Campbell's,
it.
you keep, mm-hmm. Campbell's, you keep denying it. All right? I'm sure there's a few fools out there will believe it. All right. Let's go to, and like I said, we're going down the rabbit hole thanks to Debbie J.
Uh,
And I found some more to add from Debbie J's. So this is not all Debbie J's fault. But um, blame me if you don't believe it. Blame me for putting it out there. Debbie J was just doing us a favor. Oh, you guys are going to love this one. Are you ready for this one? This really dropped my jaw. Are you ready?
This is going to be easy. I'm going to prove to you right now how Satan disguises as an angel of light. Look, looks like normal oatmeal, right? Wrong. Watch closely. Look, if you look a little bit closer, you see, look.
I'm sorry about the echo. I record it while they're talking, right? And then I downloaded it and uploaded it. So I heard the echo. So I downloaded one with the volume off, thinking it would record what it's saying, right? Oh boy. Right, right, right. Oh, God forgive me. Anyway, but nothing came out. No, you couldn't hear him talk. So I have to Google and see if I can take this echo out. And what he is saying is Quake. You guys eat these Quaker oats, instant oatmeal,
No.
Warpath WJ?
No.
I have. And it tastes very good. I have in the past, and it was very, very good.
Oh well, the plain. Yeah, the plain I have.
Well, Debbie, you know that bowl of Raisin Bran that was full of cockroaches and the bag was? I don't know what's worse, this or
Oh
seeing
great.
cockroaches that came from the store goes, it didn't come from us. It had to be in the manufactory. Well, I wasn't blaming them. I'm just saying, guess what's in your guys' Raisin Bran? Take it off the shelf. That's good. Maybe they started this after you quit eating it. So be prepared. And if you don't understand, I will tell you what he's saying. I can't. Okay.
You see this.
We used to eat these instant oatmeals on deck, and I personally like the strawberries and cream the most. And then I started paying attention to the ingredients. And if you notice right here, you'll see natural flavor. When I learned what this is made out of, and it blew my mind. Check this out. Hold on a second.
And castoreum, typically called natural flavor, is taken from a beaver's anal gland. It's
Natural flavor. They put it as natural flavor.
Gross.
You know what the natural flavor is?
I heard what he said.
Beaver's butt.
Why?
Debbie J, you and I ate some beaver's butt. That's going to sound bad. I don't know when they started putting beaver's anal gland in there. And it's great. It's easy. Who the hell would think about going into ass?
Yeah.
I know, Debbie J. I know.
Exactly. Why?
Well, it's natural. It comes from a beaver, so it's Mother Nature natural. So we'll just put it as natural flavoring. That's no freaking natural flavoring. Try to sell it when you really put the truth down. Flavoring. Beaver's anal gland. Beaver's butt. I mean, really use the real fruit. I know. I would thought it was dehydrated fruit. So that tells me that wasn't. I'm assuming my opinion here. Is that even a dehydrated strawberry? A dehydrated strawberry, they wouldn't need to sweeten it naturally because that would be natural sweetener from the strawberry. So I'm taking it as that is not natural. The strawberries, that's probably chemically enhanced to look like a strawberry. And I don't know. Did one drunk guy going, yeah, I got a beaver. Let's see what his butt tastes like. I mean, are you sorry, new people? I don't mean to be crude. Old redneck grandma's kind of puts it right out there. They've got to stop wording it so people know exactly what is in it. You know, if I see a mom with a child grabbing it, do I stop him and say, "Oh no, don't grab that. The natural flavoring, you see that? That's from a beaver's anal gland. You'll be eating a beaver's ass." And if they do that to oatmeal, what are they doing to our fruits and vegetables that they don't have to label? They don't have to label that. They should. 9K, honey. Let me get this from the kids. It's from the rat's ass. Yeah. Right, Debbie J. Look, honey. Let's get this from the rats, from the kids. It's from, yeah. Oh. And what kid, if they find out they're eating beaver's anal gland? I wouldn't feed it to my, poor Hunter had it when he was a little kid. I thought it'd be a good breakfast before he goes to school. I was wrong. I was so wrong. Sorry, Hunter. I'm a bad mama. I fed you some beaver anal gland when you were little. I told him he should be here today. You should see the look he just gave me.
cheaper to use castoreum or beaver's butt to flavor strawberry.
That's what Satan be doing, y'all. That's
Now, if I get mad at the boss, he is getting
this
this.
is easy. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you know what, Debbie J? Yeah. And just tell him it's all natural flavoring.
Mm. I'm already gagging, Kimmy.
It gets worse. Poor Beth is minor.
Well, if I'm real quiet, you know why. I've muted.
That's why I said you guys need a puke bucket. And be prepared to pick your jaw up off the ground. And Mr. Pork, if you're watching this afterwards, you're going to have to deal with Warpath putting up with this by herself. And poor Debbie J.
Oh, he's in big trouble.
Yeah. And new people, if you're watching this for the watching my channel for the first time, I just don't go down this road. Put down below if you want me to continue going down this rabbit hole of foods, to warning about foods and different things that the big companies are not letting you know what it is. And I mean, I'm sure 99.9999999% of the people is going to watch it. It's not going to want to eat beavers. Mhm. Anal gland. So I'm sorry, the new subs. I also do spooky nights. We go, find scary things. We goof off. We cook. And as soon as I order some flour that is not harmful and some sugar and have it mailed to. Hi, squirrel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Trigger warning, trigger warning. We are going through foods that you do not know what's all in. And we just went through Quaker's oats with strawberry. Looked like dehydrated strawberry. And when they put it as natural flavoring, it's from a beaver's anal gland. And that's not on the labels. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't want to assume, but oh, right, all right, all right. Let's do the third one. All right. All right. How are you doing today, squirrel? Are you staying cool in the air conditioning? I think it was so hot out today that I can crack an egg and have it cook right on the sidewalk.
Kimmy, did you read
What?
Debbie's comment?
No, no,
She
no. I'm
said,
behind the scenes.
now if I get mad at the boss, he's getting this.
I, I, we won't tell. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Oh, well, I'm glad you got fans running, squirrel. Drink a lot of fluids. And if you feel a little faint, drink some dill pickle juice or past favorite, eat olives or drink some olive juice. That will put the sodium back into your body so you won't have a heat stroke. And it will, because when you sweat, the sodium comes out and the potassium, and that will put it back in. They used to use it for military and football players. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on that, but I want everybody safe. This is why I'm doing this today, because I don't want you to eat beaver's anal gland.
Vegetables. I do, but I've really pulled back my consumption of vegetables because I could taste chemicals, and now I know why. You better watch this.
You're soaking bag salad in the same chemical used to clean your toilet at 50 times the dose. The grim process was exposed in a factory tour. Every leaf dumped through chlorine, then sealed in gas for 14 days.
This bagged salad is so chemical, it's not legal in 30 countries. Every spring mix starts as biosolid soil, literal human sewage, spread as cheap fertilizer, drowned in 4 chemical pesticides before it's vacuumed.
Okay, did you catch that? We have a smoke haze coming from Canada from the wildfires. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Put a scarf or something around your nose and mouth. Don't breathe that into your lungs. Be careful. Did you catch that, guys? They washed it down with so much chemicals. Let me back up a little bit. Oh, and did you hear what they fertilize it with? Warpath? Guys?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What?
Yes, Kimmy.
They fertilize it with
Hang on.
human. They fertilize it with human poo and pee pee. Now, if somebody has hepatitis C out there, or HIV, or AIDS, or going through chemo, and they're taking their human poo and putting it out there to fertilize it, that plant is going to absorb that. So they think if they wash it in Clorox and chemicals, it's going to take what the ground has and fed it to them. It's in the stuff. Yeah. They can't wash it off with no matter of Clorox. Long time ago, when I was pregnant with my first son, the doctor told me do not eat or drink iced tea or tea bags or tea from other countries because they fertilize it with their poo, with their waste. And he said what they have will get into the plant and will hurt the baby. All right. Let's say a pregnant woman wants to eat healthy. That's getting into the baby right there. And chemicals that they're putting on it trying to wash it off. And they know it has to be bad if they're thinking they have to put it in chemicals to clean it. And where is where is the labeling? Where's the labels on this? Somebody picks up this salad, lettuce, or whatever, and going, oh, well, it's lettuce. I don't have to, it'll be safe. It's lettuce, it's vegetables. I should have done a poll going, are they trying to K us? Only the strong will survive? Or are they trying to hurt us so bad so the final blow won't be that hard? I don't know. I don't know. It scares me. And my son's coming over Sunday, and I'm going to have a nice long talk with him. I'm going to tell him next summer, you're growing a garden, and I'll be out every day to help. And this summer, guess what? Thursday nights, it is the farmers market. All the farmers around that has big gardens come out and sell. So I would feel safer if somebody's 5 miles from me instead of a big corporation. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they poo in the fields.
No, I
Sucked
still.
trucks with no hand ever touching a leaf. What remains is dumped into active chlorine, forming trihalomethanes, a confirmed bladder carcinogen, shipped in polypropylene plastic.
I like vegetables. I do, but I've really.
So, what do you think about that? Makes you want to go out and have a salad, don't it? Mm-hmm. I just don't know how I can stand it. Well, squirrel, you can hop in the shower a lot and let the fan blow on you. I mean, and the other day I was thinking about having a salad, salad with ham and cheese and, cucumbers and boiled eggs and, the hot, be nice and cool and healthy. Well, no, that's not going to be healthy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Nope.
What do you think, Warpath?
I said no.
Don't it make you want to? I know. I love salads too, Debbie J. I love salads, and look what they do. Oh, they're proud. No hand touched this lettuce. No, somebody's poo touched that lettuce. And okay, here's a question. What if somebody had worms? And this thing that's going around and it's making everybody sick? It's from parasites on vegetables. And newcomers, don't hate me, but this is where my brain goes. A lot of illegals, and the reason why I know this, I talked to several doctors and they told me that, has come to the United States with everything from scabies, lice, worms, TB, the diseases that we got got our shots for, polio. They're coming over here a mess and free health care. Who says that they're not using their poo? I lost somebody. Sorry. They don't have to get shots. Yeah, they have it. They bring it over here. I mean, you don't know what kind of poo they're using, what kind of fertilizer they're using. And my mind goes, Michigan was the first one, and California is the first one that broke out. How many illegals are over there? And they've been hired for cheap farm work. Can you hear the dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, Warpath, I'm gonna mute. Talk, please.
What am I supposed to talk about? The weather? Okay, Debbie. What do you want to talk about? How's your day going, Debbie? Are you still there, Debbie?
I'm back.
Good.
My ice cream.
Oh, that's
De-
what she's thinking about.
Debbie,
Ask her how
you
her
gotta
day
get
was.
another. I work like always. I think she
Oh
needs
yeah.
another name for Bluebell because it's not real ice cream. It's not enough ice cream in
You
it
could have
to.
waited to burst her bubble. Could have gave
I'm
her
trying to.
some more days. Shh. Okay,
I'm
back to
trying.
what you was talking about.
I'm trying to ease her into it so it's not a total shock Saturday what she is eating. Debbie, click your heels 3 times. I wish it was real ice cream. I wish it was real ice cream. I wish it's not. All right. I'm a bad person to break the news.
She can
You
pretend.
know, bad news. Sorry, you've been eating gum, all about 4 different types of gum that holds the cream together. It's not real cream. That's why they need the gum to hold it together. Anyway,
You're
you'll
getting
find out Saturday.
sidetracked.
Yeah, I got sidetracked. Squirrel? I swear. I'm doing 2 lives at the same time. Really? When are you doing it now?
Oh, he's
Of
probably
course you
watching
do it.
2 lives.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Squirrel, you could drop your link down if you would like to. And people, Squirrel's pretty cool. He's a nice guy. He goes magnet fishing and he shows us what he finds with his magnets. He does it in the dirt and he does it in the river. Magnet fishing. That's what I mean. He does it. But it's very interesting what he finds. And one of these days, you're going to find something that's worth a lot of money. You keep digging. All right. Let's go back to the other one. Now, if you guys are just coming in, we're going through what big companies are not telling us. Big corporations, government's not telling us. Okay, guys, are you ready for this one? Hold on. You ready for this one? I do magnet fishing and metal detecting. Thank you, Squirrel. One on the iPod and the other one on my phone. Oh, you're getting your phone working? That is fantastic. How do you do it with your phone? Your phone's all cracked up. All right. Are you ready for a shocker?
No.
Charles Ernst grinds his own hamburger these days. Why? Because his former USDA scientist, now whistleblower, knows that 70% of the ground beef we buy at the supermarket contains something he calls pink slime. Beef trimmings that were once used only in dog food and cooking oil, now sprayed with ammonia to make them safe to eat, and then added to most ground beef as a cheaper filler. It was Ernst who, in a USDA memo, first coined the term pink slime, and is now coming forward to say he won't buy it.
It's economic fraud. It's not fresh ground beef. It's a substitute. It's a cheap substitute being added in.
Bernstein and his fellow USDA scientist Carl Custer both warned against using what the industry calls lean, finely textured beef, and is widely known now as pink slime. But their government bosses overruled them.
Why didn't you consider it beef? Because it was a salvage product. Leftover fats that had been heated at low temperature and the excess fat spun out.
See, now they're telling you they're taking a whole bunch of cows parts and they're brown. And they're putting it together.
Here's how it's done. Those waste trimmings are gathered, simmered at low heat to make it easier to separate fat from muscle. Put in a centrifuge and spun to finish the separation. Next, the mixture is sent through pipes where it's sprayed with ammonia gas to kill bacteria. And finally compressed into...
Oh, ammonia in your meat. Ammonia in your hamburger to make the pink slime. 70% of the market's ground beef is 70%. So only 30% of that ground beef is real beef. 70% is slime. Have you? Your iPad is cracked up, not your phone. Okay. What do you think, Warpath? I have 5 stickers boards filled up with stickers. Oh, nice.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Debbie. Where's the beef? Remember that commercial? These old ladies looking at the hamburger and going, "Where's
Yeah.
the beef?" 70%. 70. I bet you, and tell me if you think I'm wrong, because I'm just, thank you, Squirrel, thank you. I bet they take the good part of the cow and sell it for high prices. And then what's around the bones? Like they said, they had to separate whatever, the tendons and all that from the bones, cook it. Of course, you're going to have to put something in it so it won't rot, right? And put that through ammonia, and there's your pink slime. Why don't they have that on the hamburger label? 30% beef and 70% pink slime. Aren't they by law supposed to tell us this?
Well, you'd think.
If the newcomers are coming in, and Warpath and I talked about this, and so Mr. Pork, we are so wondering if what's good to eat. What can you eat anymore that's not going to K us, hurt us, give us cancer, give us diabetes, stick to our arteries by our heart, screw with our hearts? Oh, and there's a lot more. If you watched my last live, they put arsenic in our seasoning. I remember the old lady saying, "Where's the beef?" back in the 70s and 80s. Right, Squirrel. Yeah, because they were making it smaller. They would have a fit. Nowadays, there's no beef in it. It's pink slime. And no wonder cancer center treatments are popping up everywhere. Because the FDA, the USDA, FDA, and Big Pharma, I think they're in bed together. My opinion only. And if you see I got struck, I will be going on my other channel, I See You Too Now, and do this. I don't know. My opinion, I think they're in bed together. They're greedy. They want I am shocked they don't Well, I found out what they do to the bones. I was shocked they didn't grind the bones and put it in there, but I found out what they did to the bones. That will shock you too. Because she makes you wonder, did they really clean those bones, to run this kind of through it to make it white? Okay, here we go. Sorry. No, Debbie J. Well, they probably do with dog food, but they also take bones and let me see if I think it was it rice or something. They run it through and they whiten the product. The bones make the product white. Right, squirrel. Where's the beef is from the Wendy's commercial. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I always laughed when I seen that. And dogs really don't need to eat bones. There's some bones that are, if it's chopped up, they could get it. Well, hi, William. Hello, hello. We are talking about what's hidden in the food that's not on the label. Be prepared to drop your jaw and get grossed out. And so far, we found out there was beaver anal gland and Quaker oats and strawberries instant breakfast. There is ammonia. A lot of pneumonia to make pink slime. I mean, this is just, I'm scared to keep looking, you know? I don't know if I want to be the one that don't know or the one that knows and fights to the end. But you fight every day of your life. You fight to even get food on your table. You fight to pay your rent, your mortgage. You fight to keep the lights on, and electricity on, and your cars break down. You fight to fix them and your insurance and all that. Now they're throwing this BS at you. Oh, I know. Just wait till you find out what's really in the bologna. Squirrel. Ugh. American people do not need this stress anymore. They need to, they're in a hurry. They're trying to make ends meet. Why are you trying to do this to our foods? I'm just, it's money. Big Pharma wants to give cancer, in my opinion, so they can go to the cancer centers that are opening up, popping up at a lot of places. In my opinion.
And flash frozen for shipment to meat packers and grocery stores, where it's added to most ground beef. And it doesn't have to appear on the label, because over objections of its own scientists, USDA officials with links to the beef industry labeled pink slime meat. Gerald Bernstein grinds his own hamburger.
I mean, so we find out, okay, we can't buy beef anymore, hamburger at the grocery store because only 30% of it is real beef and 70% is pink slime. So, okay, if you guys are around farms or whatever, go to the meat locker where they take a cow in to be butchered. They'll give you a lowdown of the farmer and how he, and they don't add, they just have it there for sale. Oh, guys, are you ready for this one? Now the lettuce is making us sick. Right, William? Yeah. Yeah, they fertilize it with human poo. And so they think if they soak it in Clorox and all kinds of chemicals, it'll take all that nasty stuff out. But they're proud they don't touch it with their hands. But they're taking all human poo and fertilizing that field. I know what's in hot dogs, but I'm just not saying. We're going to go through that too, squirrel. That might shock you too. That might shock you too. They've changed a lot of things. All right. This is about chicken. And like I said, don't give up hope. I feel like I'm giving up hope, but you can go to a butcher and see if they have chicken. You know, don't, I wouldn't be going to Walmart. Mm-mm.
Real chicken is yellow, not white. Pasture-raised chicken usually has yellow fatted skin because of natural.
Okay, you see what that chicken skin looks like? That it looks like butter? That is real chicken. That skin, the butter color, that is what real chicken looks like. Fresh, real chicken that's eating healthy, living its good life on the farm until it's dinner time.
Because of natural pigments found in grass, corn, and marigold. Industrial chicken, raised indoor on grain, looks much more pale in comparison.
See this? I'm going to tell you a fact. When I was a teenager, a truck, a mom was behind this big truck and was carrying chickens. They were in tiny little cages. Tiny little cages. So tiny that don't know how the chicken fit in there. One cage fell out. That was in that cage. You know that red thing underneath and that red on top, that was pure white. He could not stand up straight. He was in that cage so long. He was so malnourished and anemic. He was so anemic. Took mom about 6 months to get the chicken up walking around and like a normal chicken. So when you're buying chicken, you need to look for something like the cream colored one, not the white. The white is very unhealthy and it's not going to be healthy for you.
This gets even worse once you consider that 97% of USDA chicken is washed in chlorine, washing away more of the natural color. The result is that white pale chicken can often signal less diversity in diet and no lower micronutrient content. And best you can do is look for chicken like this that has faster access, eating bugs, grass, and natural feed. Real chicken is yellow, not white.
What do you think? Warpath?
I'm here.
What,
I'm just
what do you think?
listening.
Did you used to butcher chickens when anybody butcher chickens when you guys were smaller? Do you
My
remember the
grandmother,
skin? Your grandmother? Oh, I butchered chickens till I was,
not
yeah.
me.
One day, my mother-in-law, a few of us, she had us butcher 110 chicken in one day. And guess what she was going to serve us for lunch? Chicken. I wish I could have stayed with vegetarian. Debbie J, they're screwing with the vegetables and fruit and beans and all that, girl. Yeah, chicken. She tried to feed us chicken. I said, I'm sorry, I can't eat chicken. Do you have a hot dog? You know, Scooby, don't. You wash and you wash and you wash your hands, but it smells like when you butcher
Yeah.
something, it still smells like that. You know, it was gross. But all the chickens that I have butchered, the skin and all that was that buttery color. Everything is bad for you till you grow it yourself. That's right, squirrel. But nowadays, people are in apartments. They don't have the room to grow. So people are stuck, trying to buy. And have you ever read a label on chicken? And they're under certain kind of lights that make it look healthy. But when you get it home and going, that don't look right, you know what I mean? You can't go to the store, open the package up and look at the skin going, oh, this is wrong. Right now, you have to go weigh it because Walmart has been screwing people with the weight, saying, one hand weighs 5 pounds and it really weighs 2.5, 3 pounds, and he got charged for a 5 pound ham. They're doing that with a lot of meats. You know, go to your local butcher. If you have farmers around that have chicken, go stop and ask them if you can buy a chicken or two. And on the farm, we never had bugs. We never had ticks, mosquitoes, flies, nothing. Because our chicken and ducks ate it all. We could roll around in the grass and never get bit up once. We never had chicken bites. You know? I hope I'm not ruining this for everybody. And if you have a question or want to talk or anything, please, 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 please. You're welcome, Squirrel. I wish I came in sooner. And if you're going to be live after I'm done, I'm almost done. I'll hop on in and everybody jump on in, jump on in. Um,
I
Daniel
might be in the
Berry,
bathroom. Thanks to you.
did you see something going, I just had that for lunch?
No, just I have a weak stomach.
We got to give Mr. Pork a hard time. Now, I might have to make my own ice cream. Debbie J, I was looking at homemade ice cream makers. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Now you know that uh, I'll play the ice cream one tonight, okay?
Debbie, yours would be better, I'm sure.
It's more healthier for you,
You'd
girl.
like it
It's,
better.
yeah, it'll be healthier for. No, you can get anywhere from 39 bucks on up to 190. Then, I was looking at the old crank one and I started laughing. I go, nah, Hunter won't crank it. No, yeah, ice cream, homemade ice cream makers are anywhere from $39 at Amazon on up. The electric ones. So I'm going to get homemade ice cream maker. What company's doing to plants? Oh, that's sweet. No, you got it, girl. You got it. We'll figure something out, okay?
Things the elites are hiding from you. Plants are the backbone of the pharmaceutical industry, the clothing industry, the skincare industry, even the hair care industry. These industries profit by separating us from plants. Most people no longer grow plants. Instead, they buy synthetic, overpriced versions from corporations. So in the eyes of the elites, gardening is an act of resistance, and this is why they keep destroying forests. Things the elites are hiding from you.
That makes sense. If they tear down the forest, you know what I mean? It'll make it smaller and smaller and smaller areas so people can't raise the proper foods or whatever. Okay, I'm going to do the ice cream now, okay? Because the next one is really, really gross. This is for you, Debbie. All right. Sorry, Debbie. Know that I love you. I'm doing this because of your health. I want you to be safe and everybody else.
Hiding on most ice cream containers that food companies are counting on you never noticing. It sits right beside the flavor name, usually in smaller font, and it legally allows them to remove the cream. Replace it with vegetable oil and chemical gums, fill the rest with air, and still print made with real cream on the front. I went through every major brand in the frozen aisle, checked the USDA regulations, pulled every ingredient list, and traced who actually owns these products. 17 ice cream brands that are not giving you what you think you're paying for. 8 that genuinely are. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to grab and exactly what to put back. One number before we start. The USDA requires a minimum of 10% milk fat for a product to legally carry the name ice cream. Everything on the avoid list either fails that threshold, manipulates around it, or has a safety record that makes the formula the least of your concerns. Keep that number in mind. It explains every single entry on this list. We start with lower concern and build toward the more serious. Then we flip it and give you the 8 brands that made a different choice. Number 17, great value. This is the affordable option. Less than $3 for 48 ounces. The ingredient label tells you exactly where the money was saved. Sugar, brown sugar, corn syrup, molasses. 4 sweeteners stacked in one product. That is not flavor complexity, that is compensation. When milk fat is too low, manufacturers pile in sweeteners to recover the taste that fat was supposed to provide. To hold the structure together, great.
Yeah, they don't melt, and they're going to tell you why it don't melt.
Value also relies on mono and diglycerides, synthetic emulsifiers that real ice cream simply doesn't need. Take a spoonful, and within seconds you feel it. A gritty, icy scrape across the tongue. That happens when milk fat is too low to generate smooth texture. The product barely clears the legal threshold. At least it clears it. The next brand used to clear it proudly, then quietly stopped trying. Number 16, Breyers. This is the one that built its identity on two words, all natural. Then Unilever.
Hi, Daniel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. We are going through what big corporations are not telling us what's in our foods and a lot more. And trust me, I cried. Debbie J's going to cry now. Happy Thursday. I don't know if it's happy right now. Sorry, Debbie J. I'm going to ruin her night. And Daniel, I will mod you. Just give me a second. Daniel is starting a channel. Everybody just go up and sub to him, sub to him, sub to him. He needs our subs and he needs our support. We want to get him monetized. Oh no, I was wondering what you're doing. I thought you got talented Warpath and was doing it both. I know they messed with you pretty bad. I'm sorry. Oh, the rabbits are out teasing Scooby. Please go sub up to Daniel. Sub up to Squirrel. Show him your love. Show him we're family. Yeah, just go give him support and sub up to him and get him to all right, ready for tears? Debbie J?
Bought it and reformulated it, reducing milk fat below the legal threshold for ice cream, and replacing the cream with tarragon, carabine gum, and a cocktail of stabilizers. Most Breyers products are now classified as frozen dairy desserts. The branding didn't change, the fonts, the logo, the colors, all the same.
Debbie J, your ice cream is not ice cream. It's desserts. I'm sorry. You can eat it, but it's not ice cream. It's a dessert. It's not enough ice cream to count as an ice cream.
Same. Only the product changed. Scoop it, and the texture feels oddly bouncy. That's the gum network doing the work the cream used to do naturally. Then came the lawsuit. Breyers was taken to court for falsely claiming their products contained real vanilla. Unilever settled and paid $8.4 million in damages. That is not a mislabeling accident. That is a deliberate misrepresentation sustained long enough to generate 8 figures in legal liability. And Breyers was not alone in running that play. Number 15. Dreyer's, also sold as Edie's. Dreyer's co-created Rocky Road and have been making ice cream since the 1920s. After Nestle took ownership, the first lawsuit established that their vanilla ice cream didn't contain actual vanilla bean in any meaningful quantity. The declining flavor had already made customers suspicious. The lawsuit confirmed it. Then a second lawsuit revealed something worse. The chocolate coating on their dipped novelty bars was not chocolate. It was vegetable oil and coconut oil with artificial vanilla flavoring. You were paying for chocolate and receiving a vegetable oil coating. Their slow churned line promises less fat and fewer calories. But to compensate for the removed fat, dryers added roughly 25% more sugar. You're trading fat for sugar and getting a nutritionally worse product in return. Like Breyers, most of the lineup has since been reclassified as frozen dairy dessert. Number 14, Favorite Day. Target's house brand is one of the most convincing, premium-looking imposters in the freezer aisle. The packaging is clean and modern. The calorie count looks reassuringly modest. Open the lid and tiny ice crystals are already forming on the surface. A formulation problem, not a storage one. When milk fat is too low to maintain a stable frozen structure, crystals form. A spoonful confirms it. Airy, starchy, with an artificial finish that real cream never leaves. The smoothness isn't butterfat. It's modified starches.
Debbie, what they go is 17-1, and the 1 is the very worst of it all. Bluebell is close to 1. All right? These are bad. But the worst is coming. I'm sorry.
And synthetic emulsifiers, approximating a texture they can't naturally produce. When a flavor is called chocolate chip cookie dough, you expect to hit cookie dough regularly. In Favorite Day products, the pieces are sparse enough that most spoonfuls taste like plain frozen sweetener, artificial, aerated, and under-delivered. But the brand coming up next has something more alarming hiding inside its most iconic product, something the FDA has formally flagged. Number 13, Good Humor. Good Humor is summer nostalgia in a wrapper. The jingle, the truck, the strawberry shortcake bar. The base of that bar uses non-fat milk instead of cream, padded out with corn syrup, palm oil, soybean oil, coconut oil, multiple stabilizing gums, and artificial flavors. The chocolate-looking coating contains no real chocolate. It's coconut oil with an artificial vanilla substitute. But here is the detail that changes the conversation. The strawberry shortcake bar contains red 3, the synthetic food dye the FDA has formally acknowledged causes cancer in laboratory animals. As of this investigation, it remains in the product.
That causes cancer, and they're not taking it out of the product. They know. They know. It gets worse, guys. It gets worse. You should see what they have in ice cream for school kids. They send it to school. Guys, this government. I love the United States. Don't get me wrong. Best country in this world. But I think the government needs to kick all these FDA, AD, whatever, big farmers' assets and get some real people with common sense in there. But yet, they're allowing to keep it in there. They know it causes cancer, and nobody's going, nope. You take it off the shelf and you fix it. No, they just, okay, well, you're going to leave it in there. Okay, you're going to have a multi-million lawsuit when so many people, but Good Humor's going to go, well, prove it's our ice cream that caused you cancer. It's not the vegetables that was chemically sprayed and pooed by fertilizer by human poo. It couldn't be the Quaker Oats, the natural flavoring of beaver anal gland to make it sweet. And you're right, Debbie. Who licked the anal gland to see if it was sweet or not? They're insane. Anyway, they keep it in the product. And our government allows it to stay in. Allows it. And then the big corporations going, well, we could word it this way. And the government goes, well, if you word it this way, we can't really find you for that way. Come on. I know Jesus says pray for our enemies. I know I need to pray for them. But they're hurting kids and people, causing cancer. Warpath, are you still here?
I'm just listening.
I'm sorry. I'm going on a rant. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I agree.
Do you want to add? Do you
No,
want to add in?
no,
Did you
I
find your
agree with you.
ice cream? Did you find your ice cream that you eat?
I don't really eat ice cream.
Oh, you're lucky. That's why I'm going to make homemade now.
You're paying around $5.44 for a six-pack at Walmart, roughly $90 1 cent per bar. For a frozen dairy dessert containing a dye with a documented carcinogenic profile in animals and a chocolate coating that contains no chocolate. The next brand didn't bother with clever packaging. They shipped physical contamination home with customers more than once. Number 12.
Yeah. Poor Hunter. He hears me in here screaming at the laptop. And I'm going, Hunter, I'm going live tonight. Do you want to join me? He goes, what you covering? And I told him, he goes, no. And he walked away. He's hearing me going through these and like, what the F? What the? Guys, I've got to play. There's a couple I got to play. You guys, your jaw is going to hit the floor. Debbie J says, Warpath, what's wrong with you? And she laughed.
Oh, I'm good. I'm just sitting here listening.
I showed her a really bad video. She's still upset. I showed her a really gross video this morning. Somebody gave it to me and it was gross and I thought it would be funny to share it with her.
It was not funny.
It was so gross. If I
It
gotta
was
get sick, you gotta get
disgusting.
sick too. Yes! If I got disgusted, you have to get disgusted too. Debbie J, if you want me to send it to you, I sure will.
No, Debbie. You don't want it. Trust me.
Oh. Okay. Did you say Blue Ribbon or Blue Bell? It was Blue Bell, wasn't it?
Bell.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Blue Ribbon Classics. This was the reliable budget option families bought without second guessing. That era has passed. Blue Ribbon Classics has quietly reclassified most of its products as frozen dairy desserts. The USDA requires 10% milk fat and 20% total milk solids for ice cream status. Blue Ribbon's current formulas don't meet those standards across most of the lineup. What fills the gap? High fructose corn syrup, standard corn syrup, vegetable oil, and a range of additives. Then came the safety record. Blue Ribbon recalled 18,000 units in the past year for plastic contamination. A similar event occurred with the brand in Australia in 2016. Two plastic contamination incidents across two continents is not coincidence. That is a systemic quality control failure. Number 11, Ben and Jerry's. Ben & Jerry's has spent decades building the image of a company that's on your side. Fair trade sourcing, social values, charitable work. When you turn the pint around, here's what you find. Sugar, liquid sugar, corn syrup, molasses, honey, brown sugar, sometimes several of those stacked in a single flavor. A serving of certain products contains up to 33 grams of added sugar. Most cardiologists recommend a daily ceiling of 30 grams. One serving of some flavors puts you over that before you finish the bowl. That is a significant nutritional concern for a brand built on the idea it operates with more integrity than the competition. We're about halfway through the list. If this is helping you shop smarter, a quick like helps more people find it. Number 10, Blue Bunny. Blue Bunny had earned its place in the freezer aisle over decades. Then, 2024 arrived. Wells Enterprises issued a recall due to a mislabeling error that left allergy sufferers unable to determine whether the product was safe to eat. 1 year later, in 2025, a second recall. Nearly 18,000 containers found to contain fragments of hard plastic, with documented risks of dental injury and choking. 2 major safety recalls in 2 consecutive years is not an unlucky run. That is a quality control infrastructure that isn't working. The product itself, most Blue Bunny offerings are frozen dairy desserts containing artificial colors, including yellow 5 and red 40, multiple stabilizing gums, modified food starch. Independent food safety watchdogs have classified these products as ultra-processed, a category linked in large-scale studies to elevated risk of heart disease, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. There is no price that makes 2 safety recalls in 2 years a reasonable trade. Number 9, Klondike. Klondike, now owned by Unilever, the same parent company as Breyers, has followed the same playbook. Gradually reclassify products as frozen dairy desserts. Keep the premium bar imagery. Keep the pricing. Change the formula. The Crunch Bar lists non-fat milk and coconut oil as primary ingredients, not cream, followed by corn syrup solids, fructose, tar gum, guar gum, and locust bean gum. 4 stabilizing gums in a single bar. Real cream holds its structure through dairy fat. The gums are there because the fat isn't sufficient to do that work. Then in 2025, Klondike was pulled into the same recall that affected Blue Bunny. Nearly 18,000 containers flagged for hard plastic contamination, tied to the same parent company, Unilever. A 6-pack runs about $4.44. For that price, you deserve real ice cream, a clean label, and a manufacturer not issuing plastic contamination recalls. Klondike delivers none of those 3 things. Number 8, Turkey Hill. Turkey Hill was the brand parents trusted. Premium ingredients, natural flavors, honest marketing. Then, 2016 happened. Turkey Hill recalled tubs labeled as Dutch chocolate ice cream that had actually been filled with Rocky Road. Rocky Road contains almonds and eggs. For anyone managing a nut or egg allergy, that is a medical emergency, not an inconvenience. In 2022, tubs of chocolate marshmallow ice cream were found to contain peanut butter flavored ice cream. Instead, another undisclosed allergen. Turkey Hill also quietly removed the words ice cream from packaging during this period, replacing premium ice cream with premium quality in the same font. With no public announcement, repeated allergen mislabeling that puts people with food allergies at risk is not a processing accident. It is a quality control failure with direct human consequences. Number 7, Riches. Riches has a very specific market position. School-certified frozen desserts.
This one got me pissed off so much. I don't see the government stepping in to help our kids.
Smart Snacks certification. The brand markets itself as the better for kids option, and school cafeterias across the country have stopped it on that basis. A single crumbled cookie cone contains 12 grams of added sugar, 50% of a child's entire recommended daily intake in one snack. Some soft serve products push that to 37 grams, exceeding the recommended daily total for most adults. Then in 2025, Riches had to pull 100,000 cases due to a
Hi, Mr. Pork. Welcome. No, it's okay. It's okay. We're saving the best for last for you, right, Warpath? Warpath?
Right. Mm-hmm.
No, the the last one I'm going to do today is really gross.
Well, then I get to miss it. He has to stay.
It gets worse. It gets worse. You guys, if you are learning from this rabbit hole I am going down.
I don't have
Yeah,
a second device.
Yeah, you're going to regret this one. Yes, Mr. Pork. If you guys want me to continue this, then let me know. If you guys don't want to know no more, then I will stop. Because no Warpath, keep your assets up there. Let me know. Because I'm doing it for you guys, because I want to keep you guys healthy. I do not want to see you sick, get diabetes, because one, food hurts your, you'll hear it. So you can't produce insulin anymore. I mean, if you continue, if you guys are learning and really wants to know this stuff, I will continue till I go to every. Well, just wait, Debbie. Just wait. They're doing the least to the worst. Oh, you guys. Okay, here we go.
Potential listeria contamination. Listeria monocyta genes causes fever, muscle aches, and severe gastrointestinal distress in healthy adults. In children, the elderly, and anyone immunocompromised, it can cause convulsions, seizures, and meningitis. And a brand certified for school nutrition program, 50% of
I'm repeating that. I'm replaying this because this is for school kids. School kids. Little kids could die with meningitis. School kids. How about pregnant mamas? How about elderly? Yeah, I've been ranting and raving like this all. I'm sorry, guys. It just irks me. Where's the government? Why aren't they stepping in? Why aren't. Oh, and Obama's wife, Michael, she was in charge of the school lunch. Didn't see you fixing that out. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. When a little kid, 5 years old, 4 years old, preschool, eating ice cream and getting sick and meningitis? How dare you guys? We need to start making our government be held accountable for this stuff. People should not be dying. There are people getting big bucks to investigate this and saying this is what we're finding, but yeah, it's not on the label. And the big company, okay, whatever. And the big company's like, well, we got to buy that one. Woo! We'll save up about $10 million in case we get sued. No big deal. 75. Welcome, Mr. Pork.
Hello.
I'm ranting and raving. I'm sorry.
I hear that.
But this stuff gives these kids meningitis.
He's crazy.
They did not.
Kind of like you, I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, well, we'll pay the settlement. And things they put in, Quaker oats, oatmeal with the dehydrated strawberries. You know what they use that for sweetener? To make it sweet? To taste it like strawberries?
What's that?
Anal butt gland.
Oh,
Beavis, a beaver butt gland. Now, what person's going to go, oh, let's see if that beaver's anal gland tastes good and sweet? We can put that in, Quaker Oats.
that's
and
gross.
it's not listed on the, ingredients. They just put natural flavoring. And the FDA goes, oh, good enough. We'll let that pass. This government needs to be held accountable for the deaths, the sick, the elderly, the people. They are hurting. Everybody needs to be held accountable. The FDA, the ADA, the companies, even down to the worker that say, oh, well, I hate my job today. It's Friday. I really don't want to, and let plastic or metals going through. Or, oh, well, wrong brand. So what if it's Rocky Road? We won't tell them it has eggs and nuts in it. I know. I'm just going off. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You're fine.
It caused death.
Mm-hmm.
Child's entire recommended daily intake in one snack. Some soft serve products push that to 37 grams, exceeding the recommended daily total for most adults. Then in 2025, Riches had to pull 100,000 cases due to a potential listeria contamination. Listeria monocytogenes causes fever, muscle aches, and severe gastrointestinal distress in healthy adults. In children, the elderly, and anyone immunocompromised, it can cause convulsions, seizures, and meningitis. And a brand certified for school nutrition programs issuing a six-figure case recall for potential listeria is a serious contradiction the certification program has no mechanism to address. Number 6, Friendly's. The Friendly's family's trusted for decades is not the company making Friendly's ice cream today. The restaurant chain went bankrupt and sold the ice cream business to Dean Foods in 2016. Dean Foods went bankrupt and sold it again to Dairy Farmers of America in 2020. Quality declined with each transition. The flavors got flatter, the texture got looser, and artificial quality that wasn't there before started showing up in every scoop. Production moved out of Friendly's own facilities to outside contractors, reducing consistency and oversight. That is the context for the 2024 recall due to potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination. Friendly's also continues to use high fructose corn syrup, an ingredient voluntarily dropped by many food companies because of research linking it to fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. The brands taking quality seriously made that to outside contractors.
Did you see what it causes? Did you see what it causes?
Reducing consistency and oversight. That is the context for the 2024 recall due to potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination. Friendly's also continues to use high fructose corn syrup, an ingredient voluntarily dropped by many food companies because of research linking
insulin resistant. It causes type 2 diabetes, fatty liver diseases, cardio diseases.
It to fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. The brands taking quality seriously made that call years ago. Friendly's didn't. And the brand coming up next didn't just make poor ingredient decisions. Their choices cost lives. Number 5, Blue Bell. Blue Bell is a cultural institution in the American South, the kind of product people defend with genuine.
Debbie J, here it is. Do you really want to know?
I mean,
Yeah.
when you play the video, try to mute your mic. See if that'll stop the echoing.
No, the echoing is from me recording it.
Oh.
So I went and recorded it again. I'll try it and see if it works. But when I was playing it behind the scenes before I loaded it up here, it was echoing too.
Oh.
But I will mute myself and you tell me if it's better or worse, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, already approved. That was easy. Yep, and you can even customize your own terms on every car. Oh, there's a little slider thing. I can change my down payment? Yeah. And we have lots of cars
Sorry,
in the
Debbie
15
J.
grand.
I love
Never had this
you.
power. Lower, lowest down option. Lower.
Genuine emotion, which is why 2015 landed the way it did. A listeria outbreak was traced back to Bluebell production facilities. 10 people were hospitalized. 3 died. The company issued the largest ice cream recall in American history. 8 million gallons pulled from shelves. What came out in the investigation was worse than the scale. Evidence showed senior leadership, including the CEO, had been aware of contamination concerns and had not acted on them. This was a no.
He was even told to call her mom. And then he had the nerve to say he doesn't want her hanging.
They killed 3 people, hospitalized. I don't know. I have to listen again. The CEO knew it and refused to act on it and let people die and get sick. He allowed them to die.
Wow.
I hope he got prison.
I do too.
Problem that was not fixed. The CEO was criminally indicted. In 2020, the company paid nearly $20 million in settlements and fines. Then in 2025, half-gallon tubs of Millennium Crunch ice cream were found to contain chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream instead, a flavor that contains tree nuts. No reported injuries this time, but a company that paid $20 million to resolve a contamination scandal involving 3 deaths does not get the benefit of the doubt on a second allergen mislabeling event.
It should take about 5 minutes for you to realize the rerun is right.
They died in your state. Oh, Debbie J, I'm so sorry. When I mute, did it help the echoing or was it the same? Mr. Pork? Debbie J?
Oh, sorry. I thought I was unmuted. It's the same because it must be from the way you recorded it. No biggie. It still works.
Well,
okay.
when I put it on, mute and play it, you know what I mean? Then it don't talking. So I have to Google this and work that out. I'm sorry. I hope he had prison. I hope he got prison. That guy deserved prison.
Yeah.
Number 4, Dairy Queen. Here is something Dairy Queen has been counting on for 85 years, that you won't stop to ask what you're actually ordering. Their soft serve does not legally qualify as ice cream. Dairy Queen acknowledges this directly on their own corporate website. The USDA requires a minimum of 10% milk fat. Dairy Queen soft serve contains approximately 5%. Half the legal minimum? Every Blizzard, every cone, every dipped bar you have ever purchased at a Dairy Queen was a frozen dairy dessert. Served at a location designed to look like an ice cream shop, marketed with ice cream imagery across nearly a century. The ingredient list compounds it. The soft serve contains corn syrup, mono and diglycerides, artificial flavor, polysorbate 80, and carrageenan, an additive flagged in animal studies for potential links to gastrointestinal inflammation. A medium Blizzard can run close to $7. Premium pricing, frozen dairy dessert product. Decades of carefully maintained ambiguity. Dairy Queen will tell you.
Sorry, I was on mute. I like that stuff too. When I seen that, I went, no, no. I have the hiccups, can't get rid of them. Sorry, Warpath. Eat some Dairy Queen. Maybe the gum and all that would help.
If you go looking, the brand coming up next would prefer you never look at all. Number 3, Magnum. Magnum is built to feel like a reward. The thick chocolate shell, the premium gold packaging, the implied sophistication. Now look at the ingredient panel. Mono and diglycerides, carrageenan, and in a product positioned as premium at close to $2 per bar, high fructose corn syrup. There is no formulation justification for HFCS in a luxury product. It is there because it is cheaper, not because it belongs. One Magnum bar delivers 11 grams of saturated fat. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 13 grams per day for most adults. One bar takes you to 85% of that ceiling. Add 19 grams of added sugar and you're looking at a snack cardiologists would flag as carrying real risk when eaten regularly. Elevated blood pressure, fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, weight gain. Magnum wraps that formulation inside world-class branding and calls it luxury. Number 2, Baskin-Robbins. Baskin-Robbins used to represent something real. 31 flavors. A destination. The decline has been gradual enough that most loyal customers haven't noticed. The first visible signal was shrinkflation. Baskin-Robbins quietly reduced its take-home pints from 16 fluid ounces to 12, with no price reduction and no announcement. Same packaging, same price, 25% less product. The quality erosion runs deeper. High fructose corn syrup throughout the product range. A lineup of synthetic food colorings that under European Union regulations would require a mandatory on-package warning label stating the product may adversely affect activity and attention in children. Those same dyes are used freely in U.S. products with no equivalent disclosure. The result is up to 21 grams of added sugar per serving in some flavors and an artificial finish that long-time customers have flagged consistently for years. Less product, more artificial ingredients, and pricing that hasn't moved to reflect any of it. Number 1, Halo Top. Halo Top arrived with a category-changing promise, an entire pint for roughly 280 to 3.
I never had that either. But they sound greedy if they shrink and change the formula to cheap stuff, you know what I mean, and never change the price or raise the prices. I mean, no, thank you.
360 calories, printed in large type on every container. Millions of people bought into the idea that they could eat a full pint in one sitting, without consequence. Here is how that number was achieved, and why the method matters more than the number itself. The primary mechanism was erythritol, a sugar alcohol that provides sweetness with minimal caloric contribution. In moderate quantities, it can cause bloating, cramping, and digestive discomfort. But the deeper issue is structural. When you market a product as low-calorie and guilt-free, you are actively encouraging people to consume far more of it than they otherwise would. Recent research has linked high erythritol consumption to elevated risk of blood clots, heart attacks, and stroke. Halo Top's entire business model was built to push consumption toward exactly the levels where those associations become relevant.
Warpath took my sound again when she left.
Uh-oh. Maybe we're lucky that we never heard of that before, because it causes blood clots, strokes. I mean, Oh, it's my fault. I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame. Yes, it's my fault that you have hiccups.
The second mechanism was air. Meaningful portion of the reduced calorie count was achieved by whipping significant amounts of air into every pint, meaning each container held less actual ice cream than a standard pint of identical volume. That gap was large enough to generate a class action lawsuit in 2018.
Can we say, greedy? Let's whip air in it so we sell less ice cream and more air and we get more money because air is free. And it's still out there being sold. Yes, Debbie J, look at the health risk. And it's not on the labels. It's not on the labels. And if you guys see this in the store, put it back. It will tell you some good ice creams you can order. I'm going the old-fashioned way. Have you heard of it, Warpath? Cause strokes and blood clots. Guys, don't, whatever it does, don't feed it to your animals. Don't eat it. Just name that and it's bad. Wow. I know. I know. Have you heard of that one, Mr. Pork?
No, never ate that. I don't eat that kind of stuff.
Thank God.
Directly challenging how the product was being represented. The reason more recent Halo Top products carry higher calorie counts is that the original numbers required more transparency than the brand was providing. A product that built its health identity on a claim designed to increase consumption of an ingredient linked to cardiovascular risk, while misrepresenting product volume enough to attract federal class action litigation. That earns the number one position. Now that you know what to put back, here are the 8 brands that looked at.
And it's still out there. Why isn't our government forcing it off the shelves? Yeah, I know, Warpath. He's lucky. Why hasn't the government forced these corporations that's trying to hurt us, KS, cardiac, liver disease, blood clots? Yeah, they don't care. See, I grew up in a time that people try to help people. That's why I became a nurse, to help the ones that can't help themselves. And I can't understand where people can be so greedy for the money, right, Warpath, for the money. I will pray for you guys in the corporation and all that. I will. And if you don't change your ways, there's a special place in hell for you. And they're getting warmed up for you guys. And I bet you $5 they don't even eat their own product. They look the other way. I bet you $5 they don't eat their own products. And do you know Blue Bunny? Everyone that works there can grab some amount of free ice cream and whatever they want. But they don't show what's the problem with that. And if other ice cream companies do that, saying, hey, you can take so much ice cream home per week, does the employees know that it causes all this health issues?
The same regulatory framework and chose not to exploit it. Best option number 8, Van Leeuwen. Van Leeuwen started as a single yellow ice cream truck in Brooklyn in 2008. Today, it's in over 3,000 stores. Their vanilla bean contains...
You guys know this ice cream? Have you got Debbie, Warpath, Mr. Bork? Have you heard of Van Louis? Van Loo?
No, I never ate.
I
I don't
haven't.
eat that kind of stuff.
How about you, Warpath and Debbie J? Have you heard of this ice cream? This is a good product. They do with a drink company too. Oh, I bet. I bet. Mm.
7 ingredients: milk, cream, cane sugar, egg yolks, vanilla beans. No gums, no corn syrup, no stabilizer cocktail. No frozen dairy dessert fine print. Customer reviews consistently average above 4.6 stars. At Walmart, pints run around $4.98. Either way, you are getting real ice cream at a price that is genuinely hard to argue with. Best option number 7, Grater's Ice Cream. Grater's has been making ice cream since 1870, using the same method, by hand in 2.5-gallon French pots. The only way that produces the density that makes Grater's taste immediately different. Scoop it and it resists because it hasn't been aerated.
Do you read it, Mr. Pork? Mr. Pork, you okay? Ice cream is so good if you pick the right ones. I know that does look good, doesn't it? Oh
No.
no. And I know it's Warpath's fault for taking your sound. But don't that look good? And it's healthy. And the last one sells at Walmart. It's expensive, but you know what? If they make it right and eat the proper amount, you don't pig out on this stuff, then your body will be okay. You're eating the proper stuff. And this is what I like about this person, because this person shows the good, you not all the bad. Okay, you can buy this, you can buy that because of this, because of that. And I like that.
Melt slowly because the milk fat content is exactly what it should be. No artificial colors or flavors. Premium sourcing throughout, including gourmet chocolate from Peter's Chocolate and black raspberries from Oregon's Willamette Valley. At $12 a pint, it's one of the more expensive options. That experience cannot be replicated by a formula built on stabilizers and air. Best option number 6, Salt and Straw. Approaches ice cream the way a chef approaches a menu. Arbequina olive oil ice cream. Strawberry honey balsamic with black pepper. These are considered culinary creations made with real ingredients by people who treat ice cream as a serious food. Even their vegan options don't carry the grainy texture that plagues most non-dairy alternatives, because Salt and Straw reformulates each flavor from scratch. Flavors rotate monthly, per pint. It's premium, but for something no mass producer can replicate.
I cannot imagine eating salt and ice cream together. It's just ew. In my opinion. I don't know. Maybe it's delicious, but ew.
Best option number 5, Tillamook. For 114 years, Tillamook has maintained one commitment: real milk, real cream.
Being honest with you, Debbie J, it might be cheaper to buy a electric ice cream maker, throw some eggs, some cream, in there, and then let it go. And vanilla, and if you want some fruit or whatever, make sure it's the proper fruit, not the fake fruit. But yeah, they're more expensive because they're done right. Debbie J, I just don't like to eat junk food. Never did, even as a kid. I know that. You were lucky.
Cream, real ingredients, and no reclassification as frozen dairy dessert. Food critics and everyday consumers consistently rank it among the best tasting ice creams in mainstream retail. Because Tillamook is a farmer-owned cooperative, the people making sourcing decisions are the same people producing the milk. No carrageenan, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial flavors or dyes. Mix-ins are actually there in generous amounts. At $5.64 for 48 fluid ounces, this is one of the strongest value propositions in the entire category. Best option number 4. Strauss is a family-owned, farmer-led organic operation. Every primary ingredient is certified organic. Cream, milk, sugar, egg yolks, vanilla extract, vanilla bean. No preservatives, no fillers, no artificial ingredients, nothing bioengineered, including in the indulgent flavors. In a 2022 Bon Appetit blind tasting, Strauss placed in the top 2 for vanilla. The texture is dense and genuinely luxurious in a way that no stabilizer padded product can match.
Mr. Pork, Debbie J has a message for you. And Debbie J, I never heard of that one either.
Best option number 3, Haagen-Dazs Classics. Haagen-Dazs made one decision that has sustained their position for nearly a century. They refused to add complexity. Vanilla bean contains 5 ingredients: cream, skim milk, sugar, egg yolks, vanilla extract. Even elaborate flavors like Rocky Road contain no gums, no artificial flavors, and no high fructose corn syrup. Professional pastry chefs and culinary reviewers consistently rank Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Bean as the best retail vanilla ice cream available. That distinction is usually reserved for small batch artisan producers. For a national brand at this scale to still hold that ranking is a direct result of refusing to use the shortcuts that most brands on the avoid list chose to exploit. Best option number 2, Talenti. One distinction worth understanding. Gelato is not ice cream. It's churned with less air, contains less fat, and is served at a slightly warmer temperature.
Was it good, Debbie J? Was it good? Was this ice cream worth it? Was it expensive? Good stuff. Okay, there we go. Was it expensive? I'm sure he'll tell us. I bet it's more expensive now. But yeah, I gotta look for that one. Yeah, it was expensive. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Denser, more intensely flavored, texturally richer. Talenti introduced most North Americans to what gelato actually is when done correctly. Their transparent jars let you see the texture and mix-ins before you pay, the opposite of what brands on the avoid list built their packaging to do. Real cream, milk, non-GMO sugar, egg yolks, slow cooked to draw out natural flavors. At $5.48 per pint, it's one of the most accessible premium frozen desserts on the market.
You pay that for a gallon of homemade ice cream. A gallon. Oh, they're proud of their ice cream. And that's only for a pint.
Best option number 1. Jenny's Splendid Ice Creams. When Jenny Britton Bauer founded Jenny's in Columbus, Ohio in 2002, she asked a question the industry wasn't asking. What would ice cream look like if a pastry chef designed it from first principles? Instead of egg yolks as the primary emulsifier, Jenny developed a proprietary base using cream cheese and tapioca starch. Smooth, slightly elastic, structurally stable at any temperature without crystallizing or turning gummy. That is a real formulation breakthrough. Grass-raised milk from Ohio Family Farms. Single-origin chocolate from Eskinosi. Tahitian vanilla from Madagascar. Stone fruit from local orchards. Jenny's Salty Caramel is consistently ranked the best caramel ice cream available anywhere in the country. Flavors like Brambleberry Crisp and Brown Butter Almond Brittle are the kind of thing that makes returning to ordinary ice cream feel like settling. Pints run $12 to $14, reflecting what it actually costs to source real ingredients and develop genuinely original formulations from scratch. The strongest everyday recommendation is Tillamook. Widely available, accessibly priced, farmer-owned, clean formula unchanged. For over a century, if you want the...
Yeah, it really did sound nasty for $12 to $14. What was a pint? Wow! Okay, I got some really good ice cream. Got ice cream, family. Everybody gets a teaspoonful. There we go. That's all we can afford right now. We'll get a teaspoon every week. Oh my goodness gracious. Then your refrigerator or deep freeze goes out and it's melted and wasted. Yeah, it sounds nasty. It really did.
Best ice cream experience available anywhere. Jenny's is the answer. But here is the single most practical thing you can take from this entire investigation. The next time you're standing in the frozen aisle, before you reach in, do one thing. Look for the words frozen dairy dessert on the front of the package, usually in slightly smaller type near the flavor name. If you see them, the product is operating under a different regulatory standard. Relaxed fat requirements, higher permitted moisture, broader stabilizer allowances. Then turn it over. Scan the ingredient list for carrageenan, xanthan gum, guar gum, tara gum, locust bean gum, carob bean gum, or modified food starch. Any one of those tells you the dairy is not doing the structural work on its own. The more of them stacked together, the wider that gap is. Tillamook is in that aisle. Van Leeuwen is in Walmart. Haagen-Dazs classics are in virtually every grocery store in the country. Real ice cream still exists. You just have to know what you're looking at before you reach into the freezer. You've been standing in front of that case your whole life. You just didn't have the number, 10%. And the two words, frozen dairy dessert, that explain everything at once. Now you do. If this changed how you shop, share it with someone who still grabs the tub without checking.
It changed the way I shop. I thought ice cream's ice cream. I didn't know they put all that in it and it could cause blood clots. Oh my, it's just, All right, guys. I have a couple short ones and then they'll be it. But be prepared. It's going to be nasty. But I think everybody needs to know this. Or I wouldn't show it. I'm not showing it to laugh and going, oh, I grossed you out and I grossed you out, ha, 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 ha. No, you guys need to know this. This is what they're hiding from you. You need to know this. Are you guys ready? And then I'll do the rest on Saturday. Oh, I need to do the Chick-fil-A. Show you the... All right. Here we go. Are you ready for your puke buckets? Please put warning, 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 warning. Please put warning down, please. Because this is going to be bad. You sure, Debbie? You want us to wait for you? Please put a trigger warning.
I am.
Human DNA in your food is only illegal in one state. Listen to this.
There's only one state in the union that it is illegal. Cannibalism is illegal, and that is Idaho. Already illegal for someone to do it themselves, but it is not illegal for them to give it to somebody unknowingly. So what that
One state made it illegal to serve human meat. So all the other states going, okay, yeah, we'll just slip a little human meat in there. They won't know. So, Mr. Pork, the Burger King, not Burger King, but the McDonald's Golden Arches, it might have had a human meat in there. Or lab grown.
I don't eat that garbage.
I need to get on my knees and ask God for forgive me because I can't eat animal blood sausage. I can't. It's against my religion. Human meat is so against my religion. Who would go, I'm hungry for, what was it? 30% of ground beef, 70% of pink slime, and some human DNA tonight on the grill. Oh, what is this country? I'm sorry. This is why Hunter didn't want to come in here tonight because he heard me ranting and raving. He goes, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't blame him.
language does is captures it getting into the food sources. That's really my concern. It's 31078. Cannibalism might seem kind of gruesome. It kind of is. Let me give you a little background of what got me to this position to run this bill. Back in 2019, I heard that Washington State was starting to do human composting, and that disturbed me. I wanted to address this because what I didn't want to see is bags of compost with human bone fragments. I want to stop it getting
So she's fine on human composting the ground with human waste, guts. But she just don't want no bone in the ground. Human consumption is wrong unless somebody gives you that meat. Then it's all right. Yeah, Warpath, I don't blame Hunter either. He shut the door. He don't want to hear this. I don't blame him. You guys, what is this world coming to when they have to talk if they should or shouldn't have human body to compound the ground or to put it in the meat? I never thought I would live to see the day this would even be a subject. Any, Mr. Port, do you have any? I should have you take over because I'm losing my shit over here. What kind of evil country this country's turning into when they are debating in Congress or wherever? in the government if there should be human flesh in the ground so it fertilizes the ground or eating or put it in the foods? What do you think, Mr. Pork?
I know nothing. I just know it's gross.
I never thought this world would come to this.
I'll just keep my opinion to myself on that one.
I think it's time for me to get on my knees and pray.
Yeah.
Because, in Revelations, they said the world will have labor pains. Well, I figured out what labor pains was. I didn't go, well, how in the world does that world have labor pains? Duh, 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 duh. Well, it's the hurricanes and the earthquakes and the tornadoes, and that's the labor pain. I know I lost a long time ago. I know I have. The poor Hunter. I was up all night. The more I dig, the more disgusting this shit is. So I took a break, right? Flipped on, they say, you gotta touch grass, right? You gotta touch grass. Well, it's too hot to go outside. So I flipped it to another about New York's mayor. Guess what he said? Their crime on rape, or grape, sorry guys, has dramatically increased. And the mayor goes, well, we really need to discuss what grape really is and define it. What do you mean you have to decide what it is? So I shut off the laptop and read the Bible for a while. What do you think, guys? Talk to me. I feel like I'm just yelling at the screen, and I'm sorry for yelling. This is me so disgusted on what this world is turning to that they have to discuss what it really is so he can define it. So the women that got hurt, he can tell them if it really happened to them or not because he's going to define it for them. Or should we go in the Congress going, yes, how about human meat, human flesh? Do we use the intestines or do we leave them out? And you will hear this in a minute.
Oh my.
I feel sorry for our kids, our grandkids, their kids. If this is where the world is turning to, the puke in New York that they call mayor, and yes, sir, I know you will never see this, but you are a freaking puke. I have a sandwich for you, sir. It's really good. It's called a tenderloin. It's made from pig. I'll make sure you have plenty of it. I'm discussing with the government, letting them getting by with all of it. I know. How come the person, anybody thinks like that, they're not suitable for office. They're mentally gone. They don't need to be running anything and getting 170,000 per year for the rest of their life because they were in that seat. 170,000 per year. For them to talk about, oh, well, as long as it's not human bones in the ground, we can do skin and intestines, So, um, I got a better idea. Since the United States citizens elect these idiots, why can't we fire them? My thought, just old redneck grandma.
Give them all the boot.
Into the human food supply. Where our society's going and the direction we're going, this is going to be normalized.
Would you want to include on line 11 flesh, blood, bones, and organs?
I do believe flesh would cover the organs. Hopefully, we don't ever have.
She thinks it's going to be normalized on how it's going to do this with human flesh. And now they're talking, do you want to do it with bones, organs, skin? It's time for me to go to church. I might have to holler for Mr. Pork. No, yeah, I'm going to holler at you, Mr. Pork. I might have to holler for Hunter if I get down on my knees to pray. But I think laying in bed is not maybe, I don't want to insult Jesus or our Father. Maybe I need to get my old fat ass on my knees and pray. Because if they go this way, it's not going to be long before Jesus knocking on the door and say, I'm taking you home. Are you ready? We need to pray for them, guys. We need to pray for them. They've lost their way. Demons got into them.
It's not normal to this. But I was doing that incremental with something. I mean, it's not even illegal to feed it to someone. So I was thinking like maybe next year we come back and go the next step.
Hey, but if you want to learn how to detox all the toxins and weird stuff they're putting in your food, comment the word join for that detailed herbal protocol and for the herbal protocol for every disease and illness that these foods are causing for you. And share this video. Human
All right, I got one more. Well, I've got a lot more just as disgusting, but we're going to do one more, okay? Saturday, we're going to get into lab-grown meats. You're going to see how they are being produced and how they're supposed to label it so you will know if it's labeled. It's time for me to go to the bathroom. Warpath, this is, yeah, I don't know. I'll be losing weight now for sure. I know, I wasn't that, it's like, what the F? That's why it says, get ready to say, what the F? What the F? They're getting paid $170,000 to talk about, oh, it's going to be normalized with human flesh in our food and compost for our grounds to grow vegetables. Okay, one more gross things, and then we're going to leave the rest for Saturday because it's already 2:30. I've been here for 2 hours and 30. I haven't slept last night or today, so bear with me, guys. I'm kind of a nutty case right now. All right. Put the trigger warning down, please. I don't want to do this, but I've got to do this because you guys got to know. And we've got to watch labels even on the milk. And let me tell you what they're going to do to the milk in the lab.
Milk is hitting shelves this year. Here's everything you need to know. Companies like Coca-Cola Israel and Danone are investing heavily into this. The milk is grown in a lab without the cow. The milk product is made by scraping cells off the producing tissues of a live animal. Researchers then immortalize the cells by adding a gene from a monkey virus called SV40, so that way they divide endlessly.
They got a gene from a monkey virus for the cell to separate faster. Did you get that? So they're putting a monkey virus into the milk. Scraping a cow's cell, Mr. Pork? Do you want a glass of milk?
What kind of milk is in? What's in it? What brand did it say?
It's coming out. I think it's already out
Oh,
because the lab grown meat has been out since 2023. I'll start it over again. And listen what else they put into it. They're trying to K us, guys. They're trying to K us. Yeah, big trigger warning. Lab grown milk hitting shelves. So it's already, and the Middle East is making it, guys. The Middle East is making it. Oh, we're at war at the Middle East, but yeah, we'll take the homegrown lab milk and your lab. Ugh. I know. Read the labels. If it says sell, there's one that tells, I don't know what to give them, being honest. Read the labels. If it says anything with sell, put it back. If I don't have no label, put it back. You would assume milk is milk, 1%, 2% whole milk. You know what I mean? And Debbie's right. With what milk? You have to make sure that's not lab grown. Okay, here we go from the beginning.
Milk is hitting shelves this year. Here's everything you need to know. Companies like Coca-Cola Israel and Danone are investing heavily into this. The milk is grown in a lab without the cow.
Okay. Let's boycott Coca-Cola and the other companies that are doing it. Let's boycott them. But I know it wouldn't hurt them. But okay, I'll shut up and play it. I'm sorry.
The milk product is made by scraping cells off the producing tissues of a live animal. Researchers then immortalize the cells by adding a gene from a monkey virus called SV40, so that way they divide endlessly. The cells are then sealed in a steel tank called a bioreactor and artificially signaled into lactating. The final byproduct is what's called milk. Wilk, an Israeli biotech.
They put it in a container with some chemicals for it to lactate. And the monkey virus, it's never ending dividing the cells.
An Israeli biotech company, has received millions in funding and has also been awarded a U.S. patent for cell-based milk production, which includes breast milk. In their production system, both human and animal tissue are collected.
Did you get that? Breast milk, animal and human cells
Are collected depending on the product. Mississippi has.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it. There we go. Both human. Okay, let me go back.
In their production system, both
awarded the United States
for cell-based milk production,
patients for it's a patients or plants-based milk
which includes breast
product.
milk. In their production system,
It's produced for breast milk. In their production
both human and animal tissue are collected depending on the product.
Human and animal tissue are collected.
Mississippi has already banned the sale of this, but instead of waiting for the rest of the country, make sure to ban fake foods within your own home and use Scout to double check what's inside of your products, who owns them, and find the healthiest alternatives. Comment the word app and I'll send you the link myself. Lab grown milk is hitting.
What do you think, Mr. Pork? It didn't tell you what brands. They're just sneaking it. It's on the shelves now. Human, animal, monkey virus. You know what that's going to do to babies? If they act like it's equals as breast milk to newborns? Little kids? Like Chucky? All right, guys. Let me finish this up and then I'm going to give you guys a hug. It's already been almost 3 hours. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's already done. I'm going to please put it down below or let me know if you want me to continue things like this. I will because I want you guys safe. Now we know what to look for in ice creams, breads, you know what I mean, and seasonings. And people that are new, if you don't know about breads or seasonings, watch my past videos. I go through it. Arsenic and lead is in seasonings, pesticide poisonings in breads and flour. But that's not on the label. And I'm sure they're not going to put this on the label. Monkey virus. Animal scrapings, human breast milk. I know it's late. God bless you. I could talk all night. Thank you for putting up with my ranting and raving. I'm sorry about that. I kept telling myself I got to be calm and talk through this, but it irks me that the government allows it. The government thinks it's going to be normal for us. Give us time. We're going to normalize this. Oh, it's just human meat. Oh, it's just lab grown milk with virus and human. Oh, anyway, I'm not always doing videos like this. I'm not. Tuesday, I'm going to do scary spooky videos. I want to say thank you for everybody to show up. I'm sorry I usually read the list. Guys, I love you all. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be doing this. I want you safe. I want all of us safe. Our families, niece, nephews, kids, grandkids, parents, pregnant family members. God bless you. I'll see you on the flip side. I'm sorry for yelling. I'm sorry. I'm just frustrated what the government is allowing. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. see you on Saturday night. If I don't see you in somebody else's chat. Thank you all. Jesus loves you. So do I.